Isla continues to live with her parents and travels back and forth to university, and now has a part-time job working in a coffee shop. She feels bombarded with information about the university. In week 3 she missed an assignment submission deadline because she couldn't find the handbook with the dates in it. Isla finds it difficult to know what's expected of her at university. She misses the structure of school and feels she doesn't know how to study, or even what study really means at university. She's still finding it hard to make social connections with other students, and this has become even more difficult since starting her part-time job. She's found it easier to make friends there rather than at university. Sophia still finds it difficult to get to know Scottish students. It seems to her that all the local students have friends already, and she feels isolated within her classes as there are only a few international students. She feels she isn't getting the opportunity to learn about the culture of Scotland and so have the complete experience she was hoping for. There's some chat among her classmates on Facebook, but the classes are so big there's no opportunity to talk or interact in class.
In the assignment, students must exhibit perspicacity for the disquisition presented.
English is not Sophia's first language. She's struggled at times to understand the language in some textbooks and class documents, which are overly complicated. Sophia's also found it difficult to adjust to an education system which is different from what she knows. Last week, for example, she was upset about the grade she received for an assignment, until someone told her that 60% was actually pretty good. Lee is having a really hard time. His language difficulties are continuing and he feels very isolated. He read in the handbook that he has 3 assignments for 3 different courses, all due in the same week. He's already exhausted and hasn't slept for 2 nights in a row because he's working so hard to try and get assignments done. It's hard to understand the lecturer in class. She has a thick Scottish accent and talks really fast. Lee also has a group project that is due soon, but he doesn't know how to get in touch with his group. He's shy and doesn't feel like his English is good enough. Lee has been feeling really down and lonely. Even the weather's bad here and just makes him want to stay in bed all day. He sometimes walks around tourist areas to see if he might meet someone from home. He feels isolated and far from his friends and family. There's nothing familiar around him, and even halls are different from staying with a host family like he did last year. Sarah's working hard to keep up with going to classes and completing assignments. Her partner works full-time, so it's difficult to get space to study without lots of distractions. She has an assignment due in a few days and can't figure out how to submit it. Her partner's tried to help, but they haven't been able to figure it out. She did ask the lecturer, but she just said, "Submit it on the virtual learning environment," and Sarah didn't even know what that was. She thought about asking again after class this morning, but there was a long line of students waiting to speak to the lecturer, and she needed to leave to pick up the children. David's found it difficult to manage his money during the transition into university, and as a result has missed a few payments on his flat. He's been given final notice that if he doesn't pay, he'll be evicted. He can't believe he's got into this situation and is really scared he'll end up homeless again. He remembers there was a leaflet of student services given out at the start of the year, but he finds his circumstances so embarrassing he just can't bring himself to go. In class, he's having difficulty catching up on things that the lecturer says students should know from school. This takes up quite a lot of time, and as a result he's not spending enough time on assignments or learning class material. He's really worried that he's going to fail the first set of exams, which don't seem all that far away.